want to get your quick take on the first episode of Quantum Leap. It premiered last night. The only thing I know about this show is that the lead actor is Asian.
Yes.
Do you
and
feel?
Is it so hard to believe that the Asian is the smartest person in the room? I mean, come on. Of course he's Asian. He has to be. That's the next logical choice. It's the smart one. Yes. Okay. So I'll just start by saying I've been a big fan of Quantum Leap when it first came out. I love Quantum Leap. I was heartbroken when they canceled it. And I just loved it. And why did I love it? Because of the storytelling. You know, Sam gets put into the body of another person, has to solve their problem. It's a nice sci-fi movie. It had, had morals to the tale. You know, that's what we loved about it. It's the human aspect of it. So, of course, you would think the smart thing to do is just to replicate the best things about the original Quantum Leap and then just bring it to a new generation. And guess what? They didn't do it. They couldn't do it. I don't know. This is my problem with these reboots. They don't understand why fans love the show in the first place. And they go in the wrong direction, because what Quantum Leap is, it's the idea is still there. Ben Song here, he is thrown into the bodies of people within his timeline. They have to figure out, how he can save their past so that he can leap again. That's there. But this time, half of the show is about what led up to it. It's kind of the origin story of the original Sam Beckett project. And so you have a full team. And guess what word I could use to describe this team of people working behind the scenes? Chris, what is that word?
Can I have one guess?
Yes.
Is the team diverse?
Yes, it is. Okay, first of all, if you're a cis white male, I'm sorry, you're not on this team.
Oh no!
So Chris, sorry if I don't know if you auditioned for it, but there was no way they were going to take you, because, so he's got a strong female lead to kind of be his I can't remember it. The Dean Stockwell. Why am I forgetting the name? What was Dean Stockwell's character in the original series?
I don't know. I'll look it up.
Yeah. Okay. So, and then guess what? We have finally a non-binary co-star in the film.
Are you kidding? Like, actually?
Yeah. They is non-binary.
There's a they. So do they use they in the show?
They haven't looked. They haven't said it yet. They haven't used a pronoun yet, but it's bound to happen. There's an Asian security specialist. Ernie Hudson's in it. That pretty much rounds up the team. So again, the reason I watched Quantum Leap were the stories of Sam going into someone's life, changing it, giving us some kind of moral tale. In this one, half of the series is about the technology, the conspiracy, what makes this work. Why did Ben here go into the machine? Because originally it was his girlfriend who plays his opposite him. They were supposed to switch. He decided that he wasn't going to do it that way, and now there's this mystery. And so most of the show is about this mystery, which again violates everything that we wanted from the original. That was so minor in the original series, and yet we're spending so much time on it here. So too much time behind the scenes. They do mention, it's Al. That's right,
Admiral Al Kalavecki.
Yeah. So the end of the episodes alludes to the fact that Al's daughter exists, and that she wanted to be part of the Quantum Leap project, and now they got to talk to her about what happened with the coding behind it. And so again, the heart and the charm of the original series has been gutted, and now we have this.
Do you think? Do you think? Well, so would you recommend it? Are you going to keep watching Quantum Leap?
I mean, I'll watch maybe one or two episodes, but I'm not hopeful that this series can't get past itself.
So another franchise destroyed.
Yes, another franchise destroyed. And I don't have any optimism that it's gonna get any better.
Yeah, I just nothing about it. Well, look, are they gonna do a retarded episode? You know how like the one episode where Scott Bakula looks, I'm retarded?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it was such bold storytelling to even go there.
Yeah.
To leap into a woman and then have to tell a romance story. I mean, that's pretty interesting. That's pretty bold. I'm sure it's going to get woke. If it's not already woke with its diversity team, it will ultimately get woke.
So that's my question. Is it woke?
I would say at the moment, it is only woke because of the diversity team, because it checks off the boxes. It exists to check off boxes. The other thing, the problem I have with the show is that, the choice of leaping, I believe in the first series, I believe with all my heart in the first series that there was kind of a spiritual angle to it, that he leapt because there was a greater force causing him to leap into specific people. And that's when you had the evil leaper kind of working opposite him. In this one, they blame it all on the computer. There's no spiritual element to it now. It's all binary, zeros and ones, which that one character isn't. We're putting our trust now into a computer, and I feel like that's going off the original series as well.
Do you think they're going to use the concept to kind of lean into identity politics, where he'll become different ethnicities, so to speak?
I'll say this: if they were going down the path of the original series, they would have to. They have to go into issues of Black Lives Matter, of Me Too, and things like that. And I think we would buy their take of it if that was the path they were going down. Mm-hmm. But I don't feel like that's what they're going to do here.
All right, let's go to some comments in the chat about the new Quantum Leap. But it sounds like you're not particularly enthusiastic.
No, I was, because we're finally giving an Asian a starring role on television since fresh off the boat. But again, to give him a series like this, I mean, I'm a little frustrated at that point.
Let's get to the comments real quick, and we're going to pivot and talk about some other stuff. Not the Batman. They're going to be like, hey, he traveled back to 1960. People are racist. Lecture time. Mm-hmm. I'll bet the first episode is kind of soft, and then they're probably going to do that.
Yeah. The first episode is about a bank robbery, and that he has to save the life of his friend who was involved in the bank robbery. Yeah.
Lubitsch touched me, says, why remake it if you don't plan to honor the original? Oh yeah, intellectual property. Mm-hmm. Turo says, thank you, Alan. Blah blah says, Willow is about to be destroyed too. That's right, I saw that trailer. It did not look great. Maghaven, it's a literal race to the bottom at this point. Oteo says, Quantum Leap should go back in time and stop themselves from making it. Ron
and maybe that will be the final leap home at that point.
Yeah, Ron Cook says Quantum Sleep. Am I right? I guess the good news is people will revisit the original series, says Patrick Lemire.
I hope so.
A. Campbell, I like the idea of shows lecturing me instead of entertaining me. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Did I get Lubitsch touch me? Says no Bakula, no Quantum Leap. Amanda Nowicki says Quantum Leap is going to ruin Joe Montana's football story. I can feel it in my bones. Someone in the chat, Quantum Leap looks cheap like Batwoman, and the green screen is worse than She-Hulk, and that's a low bar.
Yeah, it's a little too slick for my taste too. The whole computer.
Blah blah says I loved Quantum Leap. That's why I don't need to watch this new one. And Shucksy says, where is the black representation in Quantum Leap? Racism.
Ernie Hudson. I think
Ernie Hudson. Okay, I like Ernie Hudson.
Yeah. He definitely brings gravitas. He's kind of in charge of the project somewhat. Or at least the backers behind it.
I like it.